Indoor seed starting was probably one of the most frustrating things for me to research as a new gardener. I knew that I couldn't justify the expense of a professional seed starting setup, but when I went to research the science behind indoor seedling lighting, I was met with a ton of conflicting opinions and science that I honestly couldn't understand, and at the end of the day, I just wanted something that would work. So after trying a few different setups and troubleshooting them, I feel like what I have right now is just perfect for me. One, it's affordable. It was less than $150 to put together. Two, there's a lot of room. You can start a lot of seeds with this setup. And then three, it's very easy to put together. It took me less than 15 minutes and you don't need any tools. So part one is this 3-foot wide wire rack, which I already had, but you can get this at pretty much any big box store for under $70. Part two is these 3-foot long LED lights that cost about $70 on Amazon. I leave this on all day and night, but you can get a surge protector with a timer to have it automatically turn on and off. I won't walk you through the setup of the rack itself. That's pretty straightforward and easy. Definitely easier with 2 people if you have another person around to help kind of get that first shelf in place especially. And I left about 15 inches between the top 2 and 10 inches between the bottom 2 racks. I'm about 5'9", so that allows me to just see what's going on that top shelf. You can put taller stuff on the top 2 and then shorter stuff on the bottom. One crucial step is to make sure that the rack is level so that as you're watering, all the plants are getting access to the same amount of water. To do this, I just filled up a tray with water and adjusted until everything was level. Then starting at the bottom where your power supply is, you want to align the lights so that the plug goes right through the edge of the rack. The lights weigh hardly anything at all, so this doesn't put any strain on the lights. It just makes for an incredibly fast and tool-free installation. So then just daisy chain the lights all the way up the rack. I put 2 lights per rack. The lights come with a little plug that you can use for the very last one, and you're done. So I can fit a total of 12 trays on this rack. I don't fill each tray to the brim because I've noticed that the ones on the very edges do kind of reach for the light a little bit. And I also rotate the trays so that if there's something that's on the edge, every day it'll get some time on the inside as well. 2 other great aspects of this setup are, one, the lights are just a reasonable brightness and color temperature. I knew that I didn't want purple or super bright lights right in my living space. These are of course bright as you can see, but they're pretty reasonable and they definitely aren't like a distracting or painful level of bright to me. These lights also don't get very hot, so you don't run the risk of stressing seedlings out, but it is just a tiny bit of warmth that helps for peppers and tomatoes and things like that. And the last thing is that I really don't have to worry about the distance that my lights are from my plants, not nearly as much as I've had to with some of my other setups. Judging by the way my seedlings look, I think this is just the right amount of light. I hope this video has been helpful and that you are inspired to start your own seeds. Comment below if you've got more questions or additional tips or anything like that. If you've seen any bugs flying around back here, that's because I'm battling fungus gnats right now. And that inspired me to create a video about the things I wish I'd known before jumping into seed starting. So if you would like to watch that, check that out now.